first of all, let's start Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook, we can start by start. Those who are on Windows, you can like that. And then Anaconda Navigator. Guys, you can follow the steps with me. You can just click on launch. Jupyter Notebook, just click on launch. So my Jupyter Notebook has been started and it's pretty simple. For example, as you navigate your laptops, for example, you go inside a folder and you come back, it's just like that simple. For example, if I wanted to go inside that Git folder, I will just click on that folder, and if I just wanted to go back, I can click on the folder before the Git. So I am back. As you can go inside and outside, it's quite easy. And you will notice your terminal running. Where is it? This is my screen, localhost, and I will go to desktop where I have made OneDrive. Desktop. Back. Cool. Last modify new. Cool. For creating a new Jupyter notebook, you just only need to click here new and then Python 3. So just write in message section how many of you have opened the Jupyter notebook. कोलैब पे आप कर सकते हो काम, मतलब जो आज की क्लास में हम करेंगे आप कोलैब पे कर सकते हो. सिंपल आपको गूगल पे लिखना है कोलैब, और जो फर्स्ट लिंक आएगा उस पर क्लिक करके तो इसमें कुछ नहीं करना है. इसमें आपको जाके न्यू नोटबुक, नीचे ऑप्शन होगा न्यू नोटबुक, क्रिएट अ न्यू नोटबुक. आपको न्यू नोटबुक बनानी है और आपका जुपिटर नोटबुक रन हो जाएगी. मतलब यार 1 मिनट रुकना, ग्लिच कर रहा है. ठीक है, जैसे आप न्यू नोटबुक पे क्लिक करोगे आपकी एक नई नोटबुक क्रिएट हो जाएगी एज लाइक जुपिटर नोटबुक. कूल, ऐसे करेंगे. तो मतलब जिसके अभी करेंटली जुपिटर नोटबुक इंस्टॉल नहीं है वो कोलैब खोल सकते हैं. तो स्टार्टिंग में सबसे पहले मैं इंट्रो देता हूँ जुपिटर नोटबुक का. आप कुछ नहीं, एक सेल है, मतलब इट्स जस्ट लाइक पाइथन नोटबुक. आप कुछ भी जो भी सिंटेक्स पाइथन में यूज करते हो आप सेम जुपिटर नोटबुक में भी यूज कर सकते हो. तो पहले मैं कुछ फीचर्स बताता हूँ. ये एक सेल होती है, इसके अंदर आपको मतलब कोड लिखना होता है, और उसके बाद ये सेव करने का ऑप्शन है, एक सेल इंसर्ट करने का ऑप्शन है, और यहाँ से मतलब इंटरप्ट कर्नल को आप रोक सकते हो और कर्नल को रीस्टार्ट कर सकते हो. अगर शॉर्टकट्स देखनी है तो ये शॉर्टकट्स का ऑप्शन है, सारे शॉर्टकट्स आ जाएंगे आपके सामने. पाइथन। तो सबसे पहले हम मार्क डाउन का देखते हैं, मार्क डाउन क्या है। यार माइक ऑफ कर दो। मार्क डाउन में जस्ट आप सिंपल हेडिंग्स दे सकते हो, जैसे मैं हेडिंग देता हूँ स्टार्ट, कंट्रोल एंटर या शिफ्ट एंटर से आप एक सेल को रन कर सकते हो। तो मार्क डाउन करूंगा तो मार्क डाउन में क्या होता है, इट्स जस्ट लाइक कमेंट, आपकी सेल मतलब हेडिंग वगैरह मार्क्ड हो जाएंगी। हेडिंग्स देने के लिए और भी चीज़ें अगर मैं हैश करूंगा, जैसे हमने HTML में पढ़ा था H1 H2 H3 H5 H6 H7, तो वैसे ही इसमें भी हम हेडिंग्स दे सकते हैं। अगर मैं सिंगल स्टार करके स्टार्ट लिखूंगा तो वो H1 हो जाएगी। अगर मैं दो स्टार्ट करके नेक्स्ट ये H2, और अगर मैं तीन स्टार करता हूँ तो
हेलो।
जस्ट लाइक H3, तो ये सारी मार्क डाउन्स हो जाएंगी। अगर आपको सेल रन करना है तो कुछ कुछ नहीं करना, सिंपल A इक्वल टू 10, ये मेरा सेल रन हो गया। जो भी सेल रन होता है उसके सामने एक ऑप्शन आ जाता है IN1 करके, मतलब ऐसा लिखा हुआ आ जाएगा, इसमें नहीं आएगा। ठीक है। गाइस एक और चीज बताता हूँ, एक होता है कंसोल आउटपुट, एक होता है जुपिटर आउटपुट। तो उसमें क्या होता है, अगर मैं खाली यहाँ पे ए लिख के रन करूँ शिफ्ट एंटर, तो मेरे आउटपुट आउटपुट के आगे OUT2 लिख के आ रहा है, तो इसका मतलब है ये जुपिटर आउटपुट है। तो जुपिटर में क्या होता है, जो भी मेरा लास्ट लाइन होती है जुपिटर उसका आउटपुट शो कर देता है। अगर मैं यहीं पे लिखता प्रिंट ए, तो मेरे आउटपुट के आगे आउट 2 1 कुछ भी नहीं लिखा हुआ आता, तो इसका मतलब है ये कंसोल आउटपुट है। तो स्टार्टिंग में हम स्टार्ट करते हैं सबसे पहले वेरिएबल डिक्लेरेशन। तो वेरिएबल हम कुछ भी बना सकते हैं, A इक्वल टू 10, B इक्वल टू 5.0 5.1 एंड C इक्वल टू, दीज ऑल आर माई वेरिएबल्स। मतलब वेरिएबल में जैसे हमने C या C++ या जावा में करा था कि हमें डिफाइन करना होता है कि किस टाइप का वेरिएबल होना चाहिए, पाइथन में।
Excuse me, could you please use English?
Yeah, sure, I'll try.
Thank
In languages like C and C++, we usually initialize, tell the compiler that what type of variable we are declaring. But in Python, we did not need to tell compiler anything about that. For example, I can say A equal to 10, B equal to 5.1, and C equal to high. मतलब, C is my string type, B is my float type, and A is my integer type. So you can define variables as smoothly. Now, for viewing the type of the variable, you just only need to type and variable name. For example, type A, print type A. It is showing it is of class int. That means it is automatically defining the class for the variable. We did not need to specify any of it. Similarly, we can check type of B and C also. See, it is saying that B is of type float and C is of type string. Cool. So it is variable declaration. Let me comment it out. Declaration. Cool. So we have now understood how to define variables and what are their types. Now we are going to practice few of the arithmetic operations on the variables. So let me define A equal to 10 and B equal to 5. So you have few arithmetic operators which are plus, minus, multiply, divide, and integer divide, and power. One more thing I would like to tell you, you can comment a line just by putting a hash before it. So the compiler would not run that line for commenting. You just need to put a hash. So we are going to see all these arithmetic operators. So for example, first plus, we can see print a plus b. See, a plus b 15. A is 10 and b is 5, so a plus b 15. Print a minus b, and we can do cool. A plus b, a minus b, a into b, and a divided by b. So can anyone tell me what will be the output of the following code? Print a this. Can anyone? Can anyone? Yeah, I'm getting few of the answers. It's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, correct. Actually, it is just our integer division. Let me comment it. Integer division. So we know a few of the functions like float and ceil. For example, if I write 3.2, its floor value, sorry, floor and ceil. Floor value will be 3 and its ceil value will be 4. So guys, do you know these two operations? Actually, it is a floor operation. So actually, for example, if I say print 10 divide double divide 3, so it will give an answer to be 3, not 3.333 bar. So it is actually float divide, or you can say integer divide. Cool. Next is print 2. Actually, we use double multiplication operators to raise. They are just used for power. This means 2 raised to the power 3. So 8. In C++ or Java, we used to call that operation mat dot power or simply power. So in Python, we just need to type 2 double multiply 3. Well, a double multiply 3 and it will raise a raised to the power b. Next operator is one more operator we are missing, that is modulus operator. Modulus operator just used to give the remainder of when a is divided by b. For example, print 10 modulus 5 and print 10 modulus 4. So it will give, yeah, when we divide 10 by 5, we get remainder 0, and when we divide 10 by 4, we get remainder 2. So these are the basic arithmetic operators that we have. Uh, anyone is having any doubt, he or she can type on the chat box. Otherwise, you can type clear, all clear, so that I can get to know that concepts are being made clear to you. Clear. Okay, 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 okay. Cool, cool. Uh, yeah, cool. Let's go to the next topic. Our next topic is we have done arithmetic operators. Now we are going to do logical operators. Logical operator. In logical operator, we have operators like and, or, not, operators. So for example, if I just give me a sec. Before that, let me tell you one more thing. You can print more print function. You can print more than one thing in same function. For example, a comma b. So 10 5. We can print more than one thing by just putting comma in the print function. So now let's discuss logical operators. Today's class must be of basic type because we are just going to revise Python. Um, and one more thing, for example, if you are just writing a sentence and you need to specify a variable in the print, so you can also write that print, just press small f and then double quotes. In double quotes you can write any line. This is value of a and then equal to, and for defining the value you just need to have curly braces and you can just press small variable name. You can just write a variable name and it will display the value. For example, it is this is value of a which is equal to 10. So you can do it in this manner. Now logical operators. Logical operators are just used to compare two things, two or more things. So we will compare one more data type that I skipped was, let me see. We also have a boolean data type, b equal to, we can specify whether true or false. It will take a value of true or false. So we can see print type b. So it is saying it is of boolean type. So we have all the data types that are available in C and Java. So for logical operators, let me do something. Give you a real life example. Uh, if today is raining, then we will print. I will not go out. Let me see. Cool. Uh, so let's take a variable rain and define it true. And we need to find out that we can go outside for playing games or doing any of the stuffs. So we can say playing equal to rain. If it's raining, we are not going to play outside or go for any work outside. String formatting, yeah, you are correct. Uh, if it is raining, then we are not going outside, and if it is not, then we are going outside. So we will just rain. Let me take it false first. Rain and outside is equal to true. Uh, Rain and outside. Let me write, then I'm going to just explain this line. It's rain false. Sorry for the error. Capital F and capital T. Cool. Now we are going to print whether we are going to play outside or not. Print playing. So it will give false because it is true, or if it is raining. Let me just If it's not raining, let me. If it's not raining, then we are going to play. So we are just like not and rain. So it's not raining and we are going to play outside. For example, if it was raining, if I type it true, then we are not going to play outside and it is giving us false. So logical operators just are used to compare two values. Not is just used to compare one binary value. For example, if I take temperature also, temp equal to 40 degree, 40 degree. If it's not raining and my temperature is less than 40 degree, less than 50 degree, then I'm going to play outside, otherwise I'm not. So I'm just comparing two conditions with my logical AND. And let's see. Yeah, it's raining, so I'm not going to play outside. So for me to play outside, both the conditions should be true. It should not rain and the temperature must be less than 50. For example, if I specify here as false, yeah, then I can go outside and play. So logical operators are clear, or or I should repeat again. Because they will be a bit more clear when we are going to see if and else. So let's move on to another topic, that is if else. Let me just mark that down. If else in normal terms, for example, if you are going to a shop to buy a cake, so the shopkeeper will tell you he have different flavors of cake. So what you will say that love a certain flavor of cake and you are going to buy that. So what you are doing, you are comparing your favorite cake with the cakes present in that shop. So simply in if else we are just coming across certain conditions and we are doing our task. So for example, if I need to check whether a number is odd or even. For example, I am having a number a that is 5 and I need to check whether this 5 is odd or even. So Python have just a simple nomenclature of writing if and else. So you can just write if and check the condition. So my condition is a. A number is odd when its remainder is 1 and a number is even when its remainder is 0 when we divide it by 2. So we will check 5 modulus 2 double equal to 0. If it's true, then we are going to print even, else we are going to print odd. Let me type that in string. Yeah, cool. It is saying 5 is odd. Let's try it for some another number, 8. Sorry. I just made a mistake. It should be a modulus 2. A modulus 2. It's even. And 7. So you can divide it. So you can write if exactly like that. Now if we are going to check whether the we divide a number by 3, the remainder comes out to be 1, 0 or 2. Can anyone tell me how we can do that? Anyone? Guys? Guys, एक बार आप मतलब just mention in message section whether you are getting the things or not. Can you repeat your question? My question is, I'm having a number and I wanted to divide it by 3. So I am checking whether my remainder is coming out to be 0, 1 or 2. I'm having a number and I'm dividing it by 3 and I need to check the remainder. Can anyone? 1. Actually, if I am dividing any number by 3, I will be getting remainder 0, 1 or 2. A modulus 3, cool. We are going to get the remainder by A modulus 3, cool, cool, cool. Print A modulus 3. But I need to print if my remainder is 1, I need to print 1 ONE. If it is 2, I need to print TWO. And if it's 3, if it is 0, I need to print ZERO. You can just simply open your mic and say, anyone? Let me write it down.
Sir, we'll take a variable a that will be the number percentage 3,
Cool, cool, cool.
and then we'll change it to string. So we'll get 1, 2, or 3 like that. 0, 1.
Yeah. You are correct. So in A, we are going to take a variable. So let me tell you how to take a variable in Python. For Python, it's just easy. For printing, we have to write print, and for input, we have to write input. So what? Let me run this and show. If I need to give A equal to 500. So A is 500. Cool. But before that, in Python, when we take input, it is generally of type string. Let me show you that type of A. If I type 5, it will be of string type. So we need to do a typecasting. As we typecast variables in C and C++, we also typecast in Python. So we need to typecast in integer. Int. And if I give any input like 80, it will be of int type. Cool. So in this manner we take input, and now my question was how to check whether a number divided by 3 gives remainder 0, 1 or 2. So it's simple. If A modulus 3 double equal to 0, then we are just simply going to print 0. And here we are having 3 conditions. So we are also going to use else if, which you use in C++ and Java, but it's a little bit different here. We do not write else if, we write elif. Elif. Elif A modulus 3, which if it comes out to be 1, then we are going to print 1. Else we are going to print 2. So cool. Let me give you a input 2, 3, 4. Let's get it's 0. Actually, it is the result 2, 4, 6. Yeah, the sum is the sum of the number is 9, so it is totally divisible by 3. So in this manner, we write if and else. When we across multiple option, we can write multiple if there are more than 2, 3 or 5 conditions. Cool. uh, if elif, not else if, it's elif. Karthik, it's elif. So and the next topic is loop. If you are having any doubt or you want me to repeat this, you can just write in the message area that repeat or it's clear. Just write repeat or clear so that I can move into next topic. Clear, cool. Proceed, cool. So next topic is loops. Oh, let me mark down loops. Okay, I'll proceed. So loops. In C, C++, Java, we have a for loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. If you have studied, I think most of you are in second year, so you might have studied that. So in Python, we have simpler loop structure that is really simple to write. Before writing loops, let me give you an description of a function that we use in loop, that is range function. Range, if I type range 10, then it is going to let me just wait a sec. List of so what range function is giving? Range function is giving us a range of numbers starting from 0 and ending to the range given n minus 1. So let me just. So the first are it is giving us range from 0. It is close bound 0, which is close bound, and uh, 10, that is 10, which is open bound. You must have studied that in sets. It's open bound. So it will give us range from 0 to the number which number minus 1 which we provide. Cool. So let me give you more in depth. It also have two. Wait a sec. It have more parameters. For example, it have 3 parameters: start, end, and step. These 3 parameters it has. If I wanted to start my range from 1 and I just wanted to go to 10, so I will write it 11. 11 minus 1, that is 10, and I need an increment of 2. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Good. So this we are going to use in our for loop structure. For example, 4, I need to print table of 2. So what I will do, I will do for I in range. I need to print table of 2. So I will go from 2 to 21 with the increment of 2. I will print f string not f string, just simply I. So it is giving me a table of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What it is doing? Let me explain you here. 2, 21, and an increment of 2 code. So for loop is just like first my I is getting a value 2 and it's printing I. In next iteration, my I is getting a value of 4 and it is printing that value. And in next iteration, it is getting a value of 6 and it is printing that value. So in such way, you can write for loop. Uh, so guys, my one question is, we are writing loops which is going from increase 0 to 21. If I need to write this table in opposite manner, can anyone tell me how I can just modify my conditions? Anyone? I need to write 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10 in decreasing order. 20, 0 and -2. Cool, cool. I'm getting the right answer. 21, 2. Actually, my starting limit is, what I said was, start and end. S means start and E means end. So my start is close bound and my E is open bound. So if I write 21, then my table will start from 21, 19 and so on. So I need to start my loop from 20. Uh, 21 and 2, 2 is, so let me give you. So let's clear a doubt by implementing. So first I'm getting is 20, 0 and -2. Let me do it here. 20, 0 and -2. Cool. 20. Cool. It is right. But the next is 21, 2 and -2. It is stopping at, it is not giving the right answer because I'm starting my loop from 21 and I'm ending it at 3 as my 2 is open bound. Is it clear? If it is clear, so can you can specify use alternate prime number. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. Next हम prime numbers ही करने वाले हैं. I will. Can anyone their mic and say how we can check whether a number is prime or not? I just wanted to know the logic. Can anyone? There's no need to shy. I'm also in college, and
Sir, a loop from 1 to the number itself.
okay,
Means if the n will like the number is a percentage n, where n is in the loop, sorry, a percentage I, where I is in the loop from 1 to the number.
cool, cool.
Then we'll modulo it, so we'll check if it is equal to 0. It will not be a prime number. If it is not, it will be a prime.
Cool, cool, cool. So, yeah, you are absolutely correct. So, let's take an A. Let's input a number. Cool. Int input. I'm just typecasting that. And now he's saying we are just writing for I in range, and we are going to start from 1 to A. A is my open bound, so it will go to A -1. Cool. Uh, and if A modulus I double equal to 0, then we will print not prime. Cool. And we are going to break. And for prime, we are going to declare a flag equal equal to true. If it is my not prime, then I'm going to set my flag to false. And after the execution of loop, if my flag is true, that means no number is able to divide that number, and I'm going to print prime. Print any number, for example 7, not prime. Why it is not prime? A modulus I double equal
Uh,
to, oh
Shubham, the loop
sorry
should
sorry
start from
sorry
2.
2 yeah, I got it. 7 2, it's not printing prime. Why it's not printing? Let me run it again. 7, cool. Oh, sorry, I'm using I just named the variable wrong, flag 7, and it's saying prime. If I'm going to put some another number, for example like 50, so it will say not prime. So first let me tell you something about break. Break is just a loop exiting condition. My this if my number is divisible by I, then I'm going to exit a loop, because I have found a number which is able to divide my number completely, and I will print that it is not prime, and I'm going to exit the loop, and also I'm going to change my value of flag to false, so that this part of my condition do not run outside the loop. But actually it's pretty clear, but it's not optimal approach. Can anyone tell me how to do it more optimally? Anyone? Well, most of you have already studied algorithm and data structures. So according to it is running, it is checking all the values from 0 to n minus 1.
सर
Do it.
जब मिल जाएगा तो सब ब्रेक कर देना चाहिए, जैसे कोई दूसरा नंबर डिवाइड हो जाता है ब्रेक कर
I'm doing that.
अच्छा ब्रेक तो है, सॉरी.
If for example, if my number is like 97, yeah, it's prime. So my loop will run from 0 to 96, 2 to 96. Do you all agree? Yeah, its complexity is O. If my number is 97, then my loop is running from 0 to 2 to 96. Can I do it in more efficient way? More efficient.
We can we can run the loop half of the number. Means
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we
but
can do that.
The square root of the number.
Yeah, square root, that is more simplified. Yeah, you guys are right. We can just run for half of the number, and then we can check. Now my loop is not running from 2 to 96. It is running for the half range only. Cool. If prime number is clear, you can all write prime. If it is clear, and if you want me to repeat it, I can repeat it. Just write repeat. Because in today's class, we are going to take class, and then there will be a doubt session, and then I'm also going to give you 2 questions to do. So cool. So we have done prime number for loop. If next, let me check what is there. So next topic is our function. Before function, can anyone, I just need to print values in 2 raised to the power. For example, I need to print 2, 4, then 4, and then 2 raised to the power 3, 8, then 16, then 32, till 2 raised to the power 10. Can anyone tell me how I can do that using for loop syntax? I want this class to be more interactive. You should not shy. You can just open your mic. If it is wrong, then I'm not going to do anything. Anyone? I need to print 2 raised to the power 1, 2 raised to the power 2, 2 raised to the power 3, 2 raised to the power 4. You guys have 1 minute. You can think I'm writing the syntax. 4. From 1 to 10, 11. Anyone? I in range 10, 2. Yeah, cool. That is 2 power j. Yeah, your logic is right, but you have multiplied it by j. It should be I. Yeah, you are right. 2 raised to the power I. 2 I in range 1. Let me check what it is doing. Oh, sorry, I missed the function range. Yeah, cool. It is printing 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, and 1024. Yes, my bad. No problem. Next, we are going to discuss about functions. So as we write functions in C++ and Java, in same manner, we write functions in Python also. But the syntax is a little bit different. Function. I'm going to share this with you guys. Functions, cool. So in Python, we simply write a function by def. We have a nomenclature def, then we write function name. I would write the function name as func1, and then argument if you want to pass an argument, and then I'm just going to print hello world. Cool. Hello world. So I have defined my function func1. If I wanted to call it, I can just write the function name func1. See, I'm getting hello world. If I just wanted to write a number, for example, I can also specify argument. For example, func1a. If I am going and I will print a, the argument which it will get. So I run the cell, and for example, I just wanted to print 10. So I can func1 10 and it is going to print 10. I can also print anything. For example, func1 hey whack. It is also going to print hey whack. Cool. So first my it is just simple function definition. How we can define function? We have to type def function name and then parenthesis in which you can provide argument if you need, and then you can do your stuff here. Function definition. Cool. Next, we can write function of Fibonacci function, and For example, I need to write a add function. Can anyone tell me how I can write add function? I will pass two integers and I wanted to print the sum of both. Can anyone?
Sir, firstly we can define a function add.
Cool.
Then we will pass two values a comma b in the function.
Yeah.
After that we can print the add function and call it at the last.
Yeah, you are right. Then we can print a plus b. Cool. We have defined our function. Let's add to 5 comma 4. Cool. Yeah, you are right. It's giving 9. Cool. From function, how many of you know recursion? Just write rec. If you know recursion, you can write rec. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you recursion, but I just need to know that how many of you know. Yeah, recursion. Cool. Rohan knows. Yes. Okay. So recursion is just simple. In recursion, what we do first, let me write a function, then I'm going to explain it. Recursion. Let me make it more intuitive. For I in range 1 to 11, sum plus equal to plus equal to means that we are going to add sum plus equal to means sum equal to sum plus I. It basically means sum equal to sum plus I. Okay. It is just a shorthand of that. And after that, I'm going to print sum. So the sum of my first 10 number is 55. Cool. The same thing we are going to do by recursion. So we just write def sum, a variable a, if my a is equal to 1, I'm going to return 1. Otherwise, I'm going to return a plus sum of a minus 1. Cool. I've defined a function sum and I'm going to pass sum as 10. 55. Cool. Let me tell you how this function is running, or anyone would like to explain it? Wanted to just give it a try? Anyone? Else नहीं आना चाहिए इसमें. Cool. Yeah, you are having a valid point. Else, cool. Actually इसमें मेरा I'm not writing here else because if I'm just encountering this condition, then I'm returning back. There is no need of else. Let me tell you how things are working here. So actually I am having my function sum and I'm calling it with 10. Cool. So what is going on? It is getting a is getting my value 10. So my a is not equal to 10. So this portion of the code will not run, and here my a value is 10, and it will call a function with a value of a minus 1, that is 9. So sum of 9. Sorry for the bad handwriting. So it is going to call the same function for a value of 9, and which is going to proceed in further way till my a becomes 1. So in the what was happening behind, it is going to return 1, and here I will be having 2 plus 1. So it will be returning that to its preceding functions, and here I will get 45 plus 10, and I'm returning 55 to my main function here. Cool. So in recursion we also have few of the terms. Let me tell you that. Clear. Cool. So this is known as my base case, that when we are eventually stopping the recursion, we are stopping the recursion when my a is becoming 1, and this is my called recursive case. And it is called recursion because the same function is calling itself by again and again. Cool. So in similar way, I just need to write a function of factorial in recursion. Can anyone tell me how I can do factorial? Yeah, factorial. I just need to write factorial. Can anyone? I can write in simple for loop. We can just write factorial, like we take fact. Yeah.
Can define a function like factorial,
Okay.
and if it is 0, return 1.
If it is 0, return 1. Cool.
Okay, else if it is not 0, then return that number plus factorial of that number minus 1.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you are absolutely correct. It's right. So for making factorial, we are just simply defining a function called fact, and we are asking a value a. If my a is double equal to 0, or a is double equal to 1, what I am doing is I am returning a. Anyone is having doubt in this line, they can ask. They can ask anyone. Otherwise, I am going to return a into fact of a minus 1. Cool. Anyone? जिसको भी इसमें डाउट है, माइक ऑन करके आप सिंपली बोल सकते हो. मतलब a equal to 0 or a equal to 1, I am returning a. And let's check the fact of 5. Factorial of 5 is 120, and we are getting 120. Anyone?
Sir,
Yeah.
maybe the fact of 0 would return 0 itself, but
Yeah.
it should come 1.
Yeah.
So return 1. It would be return 1, not return a.
Yeah. Let me tell you that if, for example, if I don't write this fact when 1, I will return 1, and if I pass 0, so I don't know why it is returning 0. It would haven't been work. See, it's not running. It's not running. It's giving us an error if I'm not specifying if I'm passing 0. So to just handle the base case, I have written if my a is double equal to 0 or 1, and if my a will be 1, I'm going to return 1. If my a is going to be 0, I'm just simply going to return 0. So now if I'm running this function, it's working absolutely fine. So anyone is having any doubts till now? Actually, Ramya, if I'm going to call it for 0, it will run and it will run endless. It will run in an infinite loop because my base case will not hit. My a will never become 1. It will just become -1, -2, -3. So to handle that case, I've written a equal to 0. If my a comes out to be 0, I'm just going to return 0. If my a comes out to be 1, I'm just going to return 1. Cool.
Shubham,
Huh.
factorial of 0 is 1, so it should always return 1
Yeah,
only.
oh, sorry. Guys, my mistake. Sorry. Cool. Yeah, cool. So till now, anyone, you are having any doubt or I should proceed? Just write in the comment chat section, or you can also write me privately if if you are shy to write in front of others. You can just send message to me privately. No doubt. Cool. Actually, today session will be a little bit boring and theoretical because we just need that all of you should be on the same level. All of you should know the basics of Python and recursion we have done. Cool. Scored. Cool. One section of the code we have done. Now I'm just going to tell you, just going to give you a brief description about strings. Strings are very important in Python. So let me give you a brief description about strings. Strings. For defining string, I can just simply write a hello. Cool. We can also write a for loop on string. For example, I need to print hello character by character. So I can just print for I in a. So what this line is going to do, it will just pick one character-wise character from a. Let me run it and then I'm going to explain print I. So what it is printing, it is just picking H from here and it is printing that, then E, then L, then O. After that it is breaking itself. Cool. And generally we only take input in Python through strings that I have told you earlier, and we have typecasted that. So in a few of the situations, there are some persons which try to give us input in the wrong way. For example, A, and I need to input. I'm just writing your name. If I just wanted to take a name, so I will write this. And someone will, what others will do, they will just press space and they will write their name. And they can also press spaces afterwards. So what my A is going to store, it is storing spaces in front as well as in back. So in Python, we have many of the functions that we used to eliminate such cases. For example, we have a function strip. print a dot string. It just removes spaces from front and back of the strings. Cool, getting? Sir, can you copy paste download link? Okay. Wait a minute. For downloading Anaconda, you just simply need to go to Google and just write Anaconda. And from there on, Anaconda. First link. Where is download link? Just write Anaconda download. And just go to here, download, and it will give you option whether you want to download it for Mac, Linux, or Windows. You can download it 32-bit or 62-bit. Cool. So this is the link. So what we were discussing strings. We can also change strings to list that we are going to study after in the remaining of our class. We can also change string. Actually, we can just, when we are taking input, we can just simplify a dot string by default. If my input comes out to be like this, it will just eliminate the starting spaces and the ending spaces by itself. See, I'm giving spaces. It is not going to eliminate the spaces in between. And if I will run a, cool, I'm getting such thing. I'll change it to list that I will come. I think string is this much only. Let me do check what is. Yeah, string is this much only. More we are going to talk about strings when we study tuples, list, dictionary, data structures. So in data structure, here in Python, we generally study about, let me write it down, tuples, list, sets, and dictionary. These four data structures that we are going to study, that is tuple, list, sets, and dictionary. So first of all, let us study tuples. Tuples, before teaching tuples, there is a word called mutable and immutable. Mutable. Anyone know? If anyone knows. I think most of you have studied Java. So can anyone tell me what is mutable and immutable?
Sir, mutable means we can update the old value, and immutable means you can't update the old value.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So tuples are immutable by nature. That is, once we specify tuple, we cannot update its value. For example, if I need to specify a tuple, I can just simply write a equal to keyword tuple, and in tuple I can provide anything which I want to create, 1, 2, 3, or ASD, anything. So my tuple is created. If I wanted to see what values are there, it's it is showing me the values which I have entered, but I cannot modify any value. For example, you must have studied array in C++ as well as Java. The indexing of Python is also start from 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I just wanted to modify the value of A0, I just wanted to make 10. By mistake, I just typed a 1. So I just wanted to make 10. So it is saying tuple object does not support item assignment. So it just simply means that we cannot modify any value in tuple. Cool. And you can recognize a tuple by opening and closing parentheses. These parentheses, you can recognize that it is a tuple, or you can just simply, we have studied about function type, you can just type of a, it will tell you tuple. Cool. And you can also define a tuple in another way. Just you need to write these two braces and then 2, 3, 5 and anything that you want to specify. So my B is also a tuple. Cool. If I just wanted to check print A as well as print B. Cool. I'm getting both. Type A. Type B. So both are tuple. Cool. You must be wondering why this is printing, because it is written on the last line. So the last line Jupyter automatically prints it. Cool. So we can assign tuple in similar way. And one more thing I will tell, I skipped by chance. We can assign multiple values in single line. For example, I am having variable A, B, and C, and I want to assign value. For example, 5, 10, and 15. So my A will have a value of 5, B will have a value of 10, and C will have a value of 15. So just I can print them out. A int objects have no attribute C. Oh, sorry, I just placed dot. Cool. So it is single line assignment that I must have forgotten. We were talking about tuples. We have created two tuples. We can simply add two tuples. Print A plus B. I just need to run this. Multi-line assignment is clear, so I just wanted to erase, comment it out. Cool. Let me comment out this also. Cool. We can just add two tuples. So what does it is it appends the, it does not append any of the tuple. It just creates a new area where it first initialize the value of A and then it adds the value of B. There is no addition. It is creating a new tuple. So which means the values of tuple are immutable. You cannot create or delete. Oh, sorry, you can create, but you cannot delete them. Once created, they cannot be deleted. So in tuples, we have functions. Let me check. Okay, indexing, I should tell you. I just said we in Python indexing start from 0. We can see the value of A0, which comes out to be 3. We can see the value of A3, which comes out to be 4. Cool. I think that's much there in tuple. I think there is one more thing that I should tell you. There is a delete function in tuple. Let me check. No, there is not a delete function. Cool. So next data structure is we are going to study list. List is just similar to that of tuple, but instead we have many more things we can do in list. For example, tuples were immutable, but lists are mutable. Lists are mutable, and for example, let me mark down that list. As we create a tuple, we can create list by just writing a keyword list and specify the values. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it just creates a list type of A. It is showing me a list. Cool. I can just see the value of A0, and I can also modify my A0. See, it's giving me no error. The value of A has been modified. That means lists are immutable. We can for loop on a list in a similar fashion for I in A. Print I. So all the values of I list are printed below. We can also, for example, if I'm, can anyone tell me I'm having a list of numbers from 1 to 10, and I just wanted to add 5 to each number. How can I do that? Anyone? I'm having a list. I can also create a list with the help of square bracket. You can recognize list with the help of square brackets. So I am having a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just wanted to add 5 to each of the number. A plus 5, let's try. No, it's not correct.
For I in range, we can add I plus 5 in loop, for loop.
Yeah, you are correct. We can list have so functions. For example, we have a len function. If I pass the variable of list, it will give me the length of the b. The length of my b is 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a for loop for I in range, and here I'm going to specify len of b. So it is going to run my loop from 0 to 4, as 5 is my open bound. Getting? And what I'm doing is I'm changing the value b of I plus equal to 5. Cool. Let me just write b. The values have been incremented. Cool. Anyone having doubt? The next thing which I'm going to tell you will be a little bit of just like magic. So I am having a list C, for example C, in which I am having values 10, 20, 30, and 50. Cool. I just wanted to increment the value of C by 5. So we just have a for loop for list, which is known as list comprehension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just write C I plus 5 for I in C. See, the values of my C has been incremented. Cool. This is known as list comprehension. Anyone having doubt in this? Here what we are going to do, we can read list, read list comprehension from right to left. So we see first we have 4 I in C. That means I is going to pick one value from C each time. And what we are doing is we are incrementing that each value by 5. Cool. Is it clear? If it's clear, you can just try spam the message area with list. If it is clear, if you want me to repeat, I can repeat. I just need your participation so that I can get a feeling that you are getting and I can feel confident. Yeah, I need more clear. Cool, 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 guys, cool. In a similar manner, we can add two lists. For example, print A plus B. So we are working with C and D, C and B. Cool. Print C plus B. So what it does is it puts the list A values first and then puts the B values of list B after. And we can also push a number, push a value in the list with the help of function append. For example, if I do C append, I need to put 100 there. So I just put C append 100 and then print C. So what it has done is it has inserted a value 100 in my list C. We can also do functions like print. What functions we can do? Let me check it out. A minus B, I'm not sure whether it works. Yeah, it does not work. It only supports plus operation. These operations are supported by NumPy that we are going to do in our next class. So we have covered list. We have more functions in list. For example, max. If we wanted to find the maximum variable in a list, for example, in C. So it gives me the maximum variable. We have min. We can find the minimum number in C. We can sort our list. For example, sort C. Sort is not defined. Sorted. Sorted. Yeah, sorted. It sorts my list into in ascending order. For example, if just I appended an element, for example, if I do C dot append 1, so my C becomes this, and I can do sorted on C and it is going to sort my list. Cool. So these are the functions that are important that we generally use in list. Any doubt? Because next topic is our dictionary and it is one of the most important topics as we are going to use dictionaries and list very frequently. Let me check anything is left. I've told you everything. I've told you lists, tuples, dictionary. Oh, I missed a set. We also have sets. So first let me complete sets, then we are going to move on dictionaries. Sets. Cool. So sets is a data structure which keeps the unique values, only unique values. It does not keep duplicate values. For example, if I define a set and I'm just writing 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. I'm defining such values. Sets sorry, sets is not defined.
Shivam, there are curly brackets starting the set.
Curly brackets. Is there a function? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Set.
Curly brackets, curly, not square brackets, curly bracket.
Yeah, yeah, there are
Okay.
two methods to initialize it.
Okay, okay.
I will tell both. So it has initialized my set A with these values. But can anyone tell me what values I'm going to see in when I print A?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. It will just remove the redundancies from my list. It will only keep a single unique value for every number. Cool. We can initialize a list with curly brackets also, as Anmol is saying. Curly brackets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 43. So B is initialized. We can print A plus B. A plus B is not supported. So list do not support addition. So this much is there in list. Lists are just used to remove the redundant data. Just remove the duplicacies in a list. Sets are used to remove redundant data in a list. So sets are clear. If sets are clear, you can just write sets in message area. So we are going to discuss both the problems. So let me open them. The first problem, this is a bit difficult problem, so we are going to discuss it afterwards. First, we are going to discuss the second problem. In this problem, you are you are in charge of a cake for your niece's birthday, and you have decided the cake will have candles on each of her birthday. So you are going to just buy candles according to her age. For example, when she is 1 year old, you are just going to buy one candle. When she is 10 years old, you are going to buy 10 candles. Cool. And the candles will be provided in the heights of the candle will be provided in a list, and the height will be random. It's not in ascending order or descending order. So just we need to print the height of the candles which she can blow out. And the question says that she can only blow out the candles with the tallest height. So what we are going to do, we are just going to find the maximum number which this list contains, and then we are going to count number of times that number occurs in the list. For example, let me just write the code in front of you. So let's take A as the maximum number. So just we have a function max, and we are going to pass AR. So it will give me the maximum number present in a list. Now just we are going to, we will have a count variable to count the number of tallest candles. So for I in AR, we are going to pick a candle one by one. We are going to just check the length of the candle one by one. If I double equal to A, if the length of my candle double equals to the max height that we are having, we are going to increment the count. Count plus equal to 1. And after that, we are just going to return the count. Cool. So let's run it. Submitted. Cool, all test cases passed. This is the code, and we have just used our max function that we have studied, and for loop and if condition. So is it clear? If it is clear, you all can write clear so that we can proceed on the second question. Can you please explain it again? Sure, I will. So what I'm having is, I'm having an array. Let's see here. I'm having an list which contains candle. For example, if she is 4 year old, then there will be 4 candles. So here the condition is uh, where? Uh, just wait a sec. Your task is to find out how many candles she can successfully blow out, and the candles which she can blow out are the tallest ones. The candles which are biggest, she can blow them out. So for example, in our sample input, she was having candle with height 3 2 1 3. So she was able to blow candle 3, this first candle and last candle. So our output was 2. Cool. uh, so we just need to find the maximum height that is present in that array. After finding that height, we are just comparing whether this first candle is equal to my max height, whether this candle is equal to my max height, this candle is equal to my max height, or this candle is equal to max height. So what I have done is, I have created a variable a in which I am finding out the max amount of height, maximum height that is present in that list. And after that, I have initialized a count variable 0, on which I am going to keep the track of the max heights that I'm going to encounter while traversing the list. So what I have done is, I have traversed the list, for loop with the list. So it is going to give me the height of the candle one by one. And inside the for loop, I have just checked whether my height of the candle is equal to max height. If it is equal to max height, I am just increasing my count with 1. At last, I am returning my count. Dikshant, is it clear? If it is clear, you can just write clear, or you can specify your doubt. Cool. Shall we move on to the second problem? That is, I think this was a pretty hard one. Actually, it's a easy, but the language in which it has been said is pretty hard. So first, let me explain you what the problem is. There is a army camp, and in that army camp, you are going to supply airdrops. For example, PUBG, in which you get the crate, supply crate. Similar to like that, you are going to just get the airdrop. If that airdrop falls in center of a box, then the box will only get the supply. If it falls on the edge, then both the box which are connected by that edge will going to get the supply. If it falls on a corner, then all the boxes which are connected by that corner are going to get the supply. So we just need to find out the minimum supplies that we need to supply so that we can give supply to every box. Is the problem clear?
Yes.
The problem is clear. You can just, yes, cool. So let me just explain you how you can do it. Where is my pen? For example, suppose you have a single row and single column. So how I'm just going to drop my drop here. Cool. If there is one corner, then I'm going to drop it in the middle. And suppose if I am having only one row, one row with 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to supply my drop here and here. Only 2 drops I need to supply. For example, if I have only one column, only one column. Only one column with 4 rows. So what I will do, I will supply it here and here. So it will, I just need to supply and it will fulfill our criteria. And in this, these were the base cases. Now what we are having a grid which is having 4 rows and 4 columns. I'm just, so what we are going to do, we are going to give the supply here, here. So these 4 columns, these 4 boxes will be filled. And then we are going to give a supply here and give a supply here. Is it correct? Is it clear? We just need to give 4 supplies. Hima Bindu. Okay. Suppose if we were having only, let me draw it again. For example, we were having only single column. So we were just putting the supply in the middle of that so that this column can get the supply. For example, if we were having 4 columns in a single row. So what we were doing is we were putting a supply in this edge and this edge so that these 2 boxes are fulfilled by this edge and these 2 boxes are fulfilled by this edge. Similarly, we are doing it for columns also. Now you are getting. Actually, I am not able to pronounce your name. Hima, are you getting? Yeah, cool. Now we just only need to look for the grid. Our main problem is we are having a 2D grid. So what we are doing is we are suppose we have a grid of 4 rows and 4 columns. So here we are doing is we are just dropping a supply here, which will supply to these 4 boxes. Oh, sorry, guys, sorry. We are just dropping a supply here, which will supply to these 4 boxes. And then we are dropping a supply here, which will supply to these 4 boxes. After that, we are going to drop a supply to here, which is going to supply to all these boxes. And if we are going to drop a supply here, it is going to supply to all these boxes. Is it clear? Because after seeing this, we are going to draw out few conclusions from it. Is it clear? I just need clear from every one of you. Otherwise, I will have to repeat it. I need more clears. We are having 17 participants, at least 10. I need at least 10 to 12 clears. Clear, sir, clear. Cool. Now what we have seen is, if we were having n rows, then we were just supplying n by 2 drops. We were having only n rows. Sorry, if we were having one row and n columns. Cool. Let me change pen color. If we were having one row and n column, we were supplying n by 2 drops. I'm not just I'm here. I'm not considering the cases with odd number. We are going to tackle that out. If I am having n row and one column, then also we are supplying n by 2 drops. Cool. And in the case of this grid, what we are doing is we are supplying the drops, that is number of column divided by 2 into my number of rows. Let's take it m divided by 2. Is it correct? Here 4 rows are there, so it comes out to be 2, and it also comes out to be 2. What we have 2 into 2, that is 4. We have our final output as 4. Cool. Now we are just developing a formula. Suppose we have an extra row here. Suppose we have an extra row. Sorry for till here. So what we would have done, if my number of columns are odd, what would we have done? So we would have supplied a drop here. Sorry, a drop. Let me just remove that. We would have supplied a drop here and a drop here. Cool. So our formula would have become n by 2 multiply by m by 2 I'm writing it down here, m by 2 plus 1, and it's all in bracket. Getting? It is just going to give me 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. Number of drops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you getting it? Just write plus 1. Because we are very near to our final conclusion. Very near. And in similar case, if I extend a row at the bottom, I just need to drop here. Sorry. I just need to drop here. I just need to drop here. So what will happen? It will become n plus 1. Is it clear? If it is clear, you can just write yes in the message area.
हेलो
या
इसमें यार एक डाउट है, वो लास्ट वाला बॉक्स कैसे, उसमें तो सप्लाई जाएगा नहीं फिर, जो एकदम बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर में है।
अच्छा, बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर में। ओके ठीक है। इसमें सप्लाई नहीं जाएगा। Actually, let me just see the answer. Our number of rows are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of rows are 3. Number of rows are 5. 5 divided by 2, that is 2 plus 1, 3. As rows are odd, and number of column are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 divided by 2, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So we need to multiply this, and we are getting 9 drops. Is it supply? Are you getting it? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Are you getting the point?
मतलब इसमें सेंटर में ड्रॉप डालना पड़ेगा.
मतलब हाँ, इसमें कहीं पे भी ड्रॉप डाल सकते हैं. एंड एक्चुअली फॉर्मूला इज वर्किंग फॉर इट ऑल्सो. So let me clear it out and tell you directly on the panel. Oh, I have written it. So what we have got is we have got n rows and m columns. So let's take variable as a equal to 0, b equal to 0. So what we have is, if we are just going to see if our n is even. If our n is even, then a will become an integer divide 2. Cool. Else our a will become an integer divide 2 plus 1. Similarly, we are going to do it for m. If my m is even, then my b will become m divided by 2. Otherwise, my b will become m divided by 2 plus 1. Then we just simply need to return is a into b. Let's submit it out. So is it clear? The code is in front of you. If it is clear, you can all write proceed. So we can go with dictionaries. If it is clear. Cool. Cool. I'm getting it. Proceed. Actually, I want all you to just analyze what is happening. You all just want to imagine how we are doing things. This question was just to uh, check your imagination and okay, so most probably of the full class is agreeing that they understood. If anyone is there, they can write repeat, and I'm surely going to repeat it for them. If anyone. Our class is going pretty well. We started at 5 and it's 8. It's only 3 hours. So we have ample amount of time. If you want, I can repeat it again. Can you just repeat the formula? Okay, sure. So what I'm saying, if my n is odd, if my n is odd, then my a will be n divided by 2 plus 1. Else my a will be n divided by 2. And the same thing is applicable for columns. Shidesh, did you get it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone else? So I think it is clear to most of you. So we are now proceeding to dictionaries. We are going to use dictionaries quite a lot while implementing the algorithms that we are going to see in the coming classes. So let me just close these tabs out. Cool. Before proceeding to dictionaries, I think I am having quite a lot of time, and I think I should ask a few questions. Ask a question from you. You must have heard about Fibonacci series. We have 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. In which my two terms are there. The third term is sum of the previous two terms. Cool. I just need you to tell me how you are going to implement it recursively. Fibonacci recursively. Anyone? Anyone? You have 2 minutes to think about it. Otherwise, at 7. Yeah.
Sir, like if it is first define the function Fibonacci, and if if the given number is 0, we have to return 0, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Else we have to add we have sum equal to sum plus Fibonacci of number minus 1. And we have to print that statement, sir, for every.
No. Actually, I just wanted to know the fifth number in the Fibonacci series. For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should get 5. If I want sixth number in the Fibonacci, I should get 8. For example, in Fibonacci, I am just going to, I just want a number.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, firstly we can define a function Fibonacci.
Okay.
And we can assign a equal to 0 and b equal to 1.
Cool.
If we will pass n equal to 1, so we can print the value of a, that is 0. Else if we pass n double equal to 2, then we can print both a and b, that is 0 and 1.
Cool.
In the third case, else if let's take a variable c, it will take input as a plus b, and we will assign a equal to b, that is 1, and b equal to c, that is a plus b, and the program will be called recursively again and again.
Yeah. So I should define my Fibonacci function where we were discussing recursion. I think here. I need to insert a cell. Cool. So we are defining def Fibo A. If my A is double equal to 0, or my A is double equal to 1. So what we are going to return is return A. Cool. Because my 0 term contains 0 and first term contains 1. Getting it? Otherwise, I will return Fibonacci A minus 1 plus में Fibonacci of
A.
minus 2. Is this function clear? Zero term is 0. First term is 1. Second term is 1. Third term is 2. Fourth term is 5. Oh, fifth term is 5. Sixth term is 8. I think this is working correctly. If you want, I can just do for I in range. Let's print first 17 Fibonacci. So I will just write print Fibonacci of I, and I want, okay, I will start from 0. Yeah, it will handle. Cool. We are getting the Fibonacci series. Is it correct? Everyone getting it? If it is clear, you can just write Fibo. Otherwise, I'm going to explain. Fibo. Actually, one of the best thing about recursion is that we only need to think currently what we are doing currently, and we are imagining that rest of the part recursion is doing by itself. For example, what I'm doing is I'm getting a number 5. Cool. I'm getting a number 5, and I have mentioned the base case when my recursion should stop. I have mentioned the base case. This is my base case. Cool. Base case. This is my base case, and what here I am doing is I'm telling the recursion to give me the Fibonacci of 4 plus Fibonacci of 3. Cool. So recursion is doing it internally, and it is providing me the values. The values are 2 and 3. 4 is giving 3 and 3 is giving 2. And I am sending this output to my recursion function. Are you getting it, or you want me to explain it through a tree? Just imagine that, let me write something for you. This is our base case, base case, and this is our recursive case. So what here is doing, I am telling recursion to give me the Fibonacci of a minus 1 and Fibonacci of a minus 2. And what I'm doing is I'm just adding them up and sending to my main function. Cool. So if you want, I can draw the recursive tree also. What I'm having is I'm having passing it out the Fibonacci of 5. What it is doing, it is calling on the Fibonacci of 4 and 3. What 4 is doing, 4 is calling on the Fibonacci of 3 and 2. And what 3 is doing, 3 is calling on the Fibonacci of 2. Sorry for the mistake, it's 2. And Fibonacci of 1. Cool. When I am having 1, it is returning 3, value 1, because it is our base case. This is our base case. Base case I'm marking with cross. What 2 is doing, 2 is calling 1 and 0. 1 is returning 1 and 0 is returning 0. So what 2 is having, 2 is having 1 plus 0. So 2 is returning 1. 1 plus 0, that is 1. What 3 is having, 3 is having 1 plus 1. So 3 is returning me 2. As we have seen that 2 returns 1, so I'm not creating this tree deep down. So 2 is returning me 1. What 4 is returning? 4 is returning 3. And we have already seen that 3 returns 1. Oh, sorry, 3 returns 2. So 3 is returning here 2. And what I am sending the sum of these two to my main function, that is 5. Are you waiting on this? Getting? If it is clear, you can just write clear, because this is the, otherwise I can repeat. Dikshant is saying clear. Karthik is saying clear. Okay, I'm getting more clear. Akash is saying clear. Gagan is saying clear. Cool. So I think Fibonacci is clear to all of you. I think Fibonacci is the best first example to get to recursion. So this is Fibonacci, and let's continue to dictionaries. Dictionaries are, how many of you have, let me just think how can I relate to it. Most of you have studied maps, hash maps and unordered maps, respectively in Java and C++. In Java, we have maps, and in C++, we have hash maps, that are unordered map or maps. So similarly in Python, what we have dictionaries. What dictionaries have? Dictionaries have keys. keys, and these keys store values. Uh, Also in dictionaries, keys are unique. They are unique. They are unique, and values can be duplicate. Values can be duplicate. Keys are unique and values are duplicate. So keys are kind of like an enum data type. Yeah, you can say about that. In enum also but in enum we specify constants. But in keys we can in dictionary we can change the values which are present for a particular key. Are you getting it, Karthik? Enums, yeah, cool. So this is the basic explanation of dictionary, and we are going to implement see how we can uh, define dictionary. For example, I need to define a dictionary with a name A, and I will just write dict. And what I will do is I will, for example, let me define a dictionary of fruits. Apple, which is having a price of 100. Banana, price 120. And let's have mango. But in mango, we have two types of mango. One of the price of first mango is 1110, and the price of second type of mango is 150. Syntax go cool. Let me store it in a list. Also, we are having orange. Which is having a price of 200, let's say. Invalid syntax. Apple. Let me check out this syntax. Wait a sec. Dictionaries. Wait a sec, Anmol, let me check.
So instead of colon, you can use equal to sign.
No, they are specified by columns. Actually, I'll tell you it a bit later. We define dictionary with curly braces. We also define it with the keyword dict, and actually I'm not getting it. So we also define it with curly braces as we define sets. But instead of that, we define in set we only define one value, but in dictionary we define apple, key as well as value. So if I'm going to print A, it will give me apple is having 100, banana is having 120, mango is having two values, 110 and 115, and orange is having a price of 200. So we can also make a list as a value. Cool. But we cannot make key as a list. This is because lists are mutable. They can change their, and we have already seen that the value of key is not changed. In dictionary, we can also update. For example, if I have entered the wrong price of apple, I will just write apple, and I will update the price to 120. And when I am going to print A, the price will get updated. Cool. Now I just want also let me tell you about the for loops in dictionary. For one more important thing. We have two things in dictionary, that is keys and values. If I will write a dot keys, it will give me all the keys present in a in dictionary. If I'm going to write a dot values, it is going to give me all the values present in my dictionary. Cool. So can anyone tell me how can I loop over the dictionary? Anyone? How can I write for loop to loop over a dictionary? Anyone?
So by taking two variables, one for key and one for value.
Okay. Cool. Anyone else? So I think it's quite harsh to ask such question for I in. If I write a dot keys, let's print what my I gives. It is printing me all the keys. And I know how to access value of a dictionary by key. For example, if I just only write A of apple, it is going to give me the value of that. So I am having the key and I just only need to specify A of keys. It is just going to print me the value of those elements. And in starting, I have told you to the magic syntax of F. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just write I has price equal to, and here I'm going to A of I. So it is saying apple has price 120, banana has price 120, mango has price 110 and 150, orange has price 200. So is it clear? Cool. We now know how to loop over the dictionary. And now my question is, I just wanted to increase the price of, let me just clear it out. Let me just place one single value for mango. Then the question will be bit more clear. For example, if we have a mango of price only 150. Cool. We are getting. Now I just wanted to know, due to the coronavirus, the price got slashed. And I just wanted to decrease the price of every fruit by a ₹30. How I am going to do that? Anyone? Anyone interested? -30 लगा दो in print statement. Cool. But I need it to reflect back to my original dictionary.
Sir, for I in A dot keys, we have to do like A of I minus 30.
Yeah, you are correct. So what we have to do for I in A of keys, what we are doing is we just have to do A of I minus equal to 30. Is everyone getting this? Let's print the I. The value of the dictionary got reduced. Is it clear? I need more yes. Those dictionaries are really important. We are going to use them. That's why I'm giving it such time. so that all of you can get the clear idea of what dictionary means. Sir, can we change to list into a dictionary? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can change to list into a dictionary. For example, uh, actually, I'm going to teach you that just 5 minutes after. Before that, I just wanted to make some things clear to you. For example, I am having another dictionary B, which is having two price of mango. And my question to you is, how can I check? How can I print this price only? How can I print only this price, the second price of the mango?
अंदर जाके I guess
How can I print only second price of the mango? Anyone? Hima Bindu, yeah, I'm going to answer your question just few minutes after. Um, we are actually getting to that point also. Can anyone? How I'm going to, if for example, if I write B of mango, I'm getting two values, but instead of these two values, I just only need this one. A of 2 of 1. Okay, I'm getting quite good
Use max
answer.
function in that, sir.
The dot get by using dot get.
Dot last. Let's try. You are saying dot last.
The dot get.
No.
So can we use get dot
Sir,
get?
max function.
Yeah, you are. You can use max, but instead of 150, if I am having like 300 here, then how you are going to do? Then how you are going to do? I just need the price of the middle one. I'm getting one answer. It is saying
Slice operator we can use, I guess, sir.
slicing. Oh yeah, you just said we can slice. It is wrong. Who is saying Malika? It's wrong. So yeah, slicing. Yeah, we are going to cover slicing in detail after we are going to cover slicing in detail. So let me tell you, we are just going to write mango. Mango. What it is giving us. We can also check what this is giving to us. We have a function of type. Cool. It is giving us list. Cool. B of mango is giving to us list. And now suppose of this list, I just wanted to see this number. So what I can do is the index of the list starts from 0. So it will be 0. It will be 1. It will be 2. So I'm just going to pass here 1. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yeah. Yeah, Ramya, you are right. Yeah. One of you said, suppose we are having list L1 that is having A, B, C, and D. And I'm having a list of L2, which is having 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I just wanted to make a dictionary. I need to combine these two into a dictionary. Can anyone tell me without using the inbuilt function? Without using the inbuilt function, how can I create that? We are going to discuss both the inbuilt function, also how we can code it. Dot join. No, dot join is wrong. Yeah, let me tell.
L1 colon L2. Dictionary of L1 comma L2. L1 colon L2.
Dict of. Let's try it out. Print dict of L1 comma L2. No, it's
Colon, sir. Colon.
colon.
Like.
Yeah, I got it. It's wrong. There is a function which we are going to discuss, but I just need, if we don't have a function, how you are going to do that? Suppose we take a dictionary as D, empty dictionary. Cool. For I in range length of L1. Cool. I just wanted to do D of L1 of I should be equal to L2 of I. Let's print out the D. Is everyone getting it? If you are getting it, then you can specify, say merge.
Yes.
Then you can just write yes, yes, so that I can yes or merge or anything, just spam it. Cool. And also we have a function which is called zip. Let's take a variable e, and we just have to type dict of, we have a function of called zip, and then we have to type L1 comma L2. Let's print out E. Cool. We have done both cases in which we can convert you are saying for, oh, you are using dictionary comprehension. A string of, I'm not getting it how. I'm just copy pasting it. Let's check it out. Dot join. Cool. F of L of, let's print. Yeah, it's correct. Let me check out the type. It's a string, but I'm asking for a dictionary. Like, are you getting it? I'm asking for a dictionary, not a string. Cool. So I think this is clear to you. Let me see what more functions we are having in dictionary. We have done print. We can have more functions. I think we need dictionary only this much now. We have a one more important topic that is called slicing. It is really good, and we are going to I don't know. We are mostly going to use it during our future classes. We will have numpy arrays. There we will use slicing and various functions. For example, I am having a string s which is a b a. A string is called palindrome when the starting of the string is same as if we read from the starting of the string as well as we read from the ending of the string. If it comes out to be same, then we call a string to be palindrome. So before palindrome, let me tell you about the slicing. Slicing is we just put square brackets, and then what we do is we put two columns, single column. If I am going to run, it is going to give me ABA. Let me just increase the frequency. It is going to give me the full string. If I want my string to start from second index, I'm going to specify second, and I'm getting the string from my second index. Cool. If I want to get string to my to index 3 or 4, so I'm just here empty. I'm leaving in empty, which specify I need to start from start and I need to finish before 4. As I have told you about we have to start and end. So here also end is our end is also our open bound. It is also open bound. Cool. And now I'm asking you a simple question. I want that I should only get this much of string. How can I get? I need you to type the syntax in my chat. A string string which is having B A B. One to five, 1 to 5, 1 to 5. Cool. Yeah, most of you have guessed it right. It's 1 to 5. We have studied that in Java and C++, we don't have a negative index concept. Actually, Utsav, the answer is 1 colon 5 because we are starting from first index. In Python, we also have 0 index. So actually, we have a negative index concept also. If I just write -2, I'm also getting the indices. If I just write -1, it will also give me the same answer. Yeah. What actually does is This is my index, -1. Let me just draw it to you. We have a string A, let's say B, let's say C. So the index here is 0, 1, 2. But we can also have reverse index, that is -1, -2, and -3. Cool. How many of you got the concept of reverse index? Yeah, I think most of you have got it. So let's move ahead. I just wanted to check whether this string is palindrome or not. How? Anyone? Open mic.
सर स्टार्टिंग और लास्ट का इंडेक्स हम चेक करते जाएंगे और माइनस और एक प्लस करते जाएंगे आगे पीछे.
Cool. So मैं थोड़ा एक अच्छा मैं एक चीज लिख रहा हूँ, इसका आंसर चेक करना, ठीक है? I'm writing something and I want you to just check out the answer. What this means. Recording.
So reverse.
It is giving me true. Those who are not knowing what is this, let me show you it to them. It is just actually reversing my whole string. Here I'm specifying row should start from start. It should end to last. But what it should do is it should change my string in make last index as my first index, or you can say it is just reversing my string. Yeah. So let's define a function palindrome, and we are going to get a string s, and we just only need to return s double equal to s of colon -1. Now let's check out whether my strings are palindrome or not. I type ABC. I should type as string. False. It means that it is not palindrome. Cool. Or I can more specify as s, also print s of -1. You are getting it? It is reversing my string. Cool. We can also do slicing on a list. For example, we are having a list with name L. We are having a list of 10 elements starting from 0 to 9. We can also do a list slicing in which we can just put a colon, and I need only
हेलो
yeah
वो पैलिंड्रोम वाला पार्ट यार एक बार वापस रिपीट कर दो.
palindrome वाला पार्ट वापस से रिपीट कर दूं. Okay, are you getting what I'm doing here?
उससे पहले वाले तक क्लियर है.
Okay. 198 क्लियर है?
हाँ 198 भी ठीक है.
Cool. What I'm doing is I'm just passing on this string ABC. Then I'm just for what I'm doing is I'm just printing out S. My string is ABC. Cool.
Correct.
Then what I'm doing is with the help of slicing, I'm reversing my list, my string, sorry. With the help of slicing, I'm reversing my list and I'm also printing it so that you can get an idea. And it's reversing my list, my string, sorry.
Yes. Correct.
And after that, I'm just comparing whether my original string is is equal to my reverse string. If it is equal, then give me true. Otherwise, it is going to
False.
give me false.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone having doubt? Anyone? Anyone having doubt in palindrome function? Anyone? No doubt. Cool, cool, cool. So similarly, we have slicing in list also, whether I just need first 7 elements. So I can just write this and I'll get first 7 element. If I need elements from 1 to 8, I can just specify that. Slicing is, and I can also, I can also reverse it. For example, are you getting it? Exactly similarly what we did in list. And now I am having a string which is saying hello world. I've like this. So I wanted to convert my string to a list. So there are many ways. First way is we can s equal to s dot strip that I have already taught you. Strip. And we have a function dot split. Let me just print s. So it has splitted my string into a list. First, it has removed this space, starting space, then it has removed ending space, and then it has divided into a 2 word. Then it has divided my string into a list on the basis of spaces. It only have one space, so I got 2 elements in my list. If, for example, we have one more space, we will get 3 elements in our list. Cool. For example, if we do not have any spaces, so we will have a single word. Cool. This actually this function is important when we are taking the input. When we are taking the input. Slicing, I've told you, slicing generally have string and list. You only slice these two. And let me check what is there in your syllabus. Yeah, I think all the major concepts are cool. So I think I've cleared doubt of the majority of the students. So should I conclude this class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. Okay, see ya tomorrow.